So I was sitting here in our beautiful luxury hotel, getting some last minute relaxation in before our upcoming match against Portugal. And I'm also just sitting here thinking about how this is the reunion with one of my footballing idols, Cristiano Ronaldo. Because as you may well know, I actually spent a few months playing alongside this man at Al Nassr. And I will be meeting Cristiano Ronaldo face to face on a football field, playing for opposing teams. And this is the first time that Cristiano Ronaldo and I are meeting eye to eye since my car accident, where I was driving like a degenerate and ruined my public image. I honestly don't know what kind of reaction I'm gonna get from the big man. Am I gonna get a hug? Am I gonna get a dirty look? I'm probably gonna get a dirty look after I put a goal past his team, that's for sure. And without further ado, we resume the international break. Netherlands facing off against Portugal. And Cristiano Ronaldo is a man I am eager to meet. And you see these Portuguese fans just preparing for this wonderful match of football that they're about to see. And Denis Karo in this team huddle. And Vincent Janssen getting us kicked off here. And Denis Karo on the ball with some skill moves. And Karo passing the ball to Xavi Simons, who passes back to Karo, and Karo now on the ball, cutting back in. And Karo shimmying around. Passing the ball to Reinders, who passes back to Karo, and Karo now bombing through the defense, but getting stopped on the way. And Joao Mario on the ball, getting stopped by Reinders. And Karo now on the ball, passing it to Weifer, who passes to Reinders. And Malacia passing to Karo, and Karo now passing the ball to Xavi Simons. And Karo running into open space, and Karo on the ball in acres of space, cutting in, cutting back out, and Karo now passing the ball to Janssen, who's unable to get the shot off. And Teze with a fantastic header, and Karo's there, passing the ball to Janssen, who puts the ball into the leg of the keeper and not into the back of the net. And Denis Karo getting ready to swing this corner in. And Janssen should have scored off of that, but Weifer there with a weak header. And Diogo Jota now bombing through the defensive line, but getting stopped by Malacia. And Xavi passing it to Denis Karo, and Karo now bombing towards goal. And Karo in acres of space. Karo on his own, passing it to Berghuis, who puts it into the back of the net. Sweaty goal style. And Berghuis is there to put the ball into the back of the net after Denis Karo does all of the heavy lifting. I'm just joking, but not really. And Netherlands finding themselves up 1-0 against Portugal. And Karo missing out on the header, but Berghuis finding the ball, and Janssen passing to Karo, and Karo now bombing down the right flank, getting stopped by Mario Rui, and this first half will end 1-0 in favor of the Netherlands. And Denis Karo supplying the assist to Berghuis, who put the ball into the back of the net. And this second half now beginning. And Portugal getting us kicked off in the second half. And I'm not sure if I see Cristiano on the field. It looks like he is not on the field. So no reunion for Cristiano Ronaldo and Denis Karo. No kissy kiss, no hugs, none of that. And Bernardo Silva getting Karo off the ball, and that really pisses me off because I do not like Bernardo Silva. And what a fantastic goal scored by Nuno Santos. And I cannot help but blame myself for that goal. And Reinders passing to Karo. Karo trying to get past the defense. Berghuis passing back to Karo. And Karo, ball roll cutting in, but getting stopped in his tracks. And Daniel Malin finding Karo, and Karo having a shot, but just wide of the post it goes. And Weifer now on the ball. Passing it to Daniel Malin, who finds Denis Karo, and Karo turning with the ball. And Karo just looking for someone to pass to. Finding Javi Simons, and Karo making a brilliant run, and Karo cutting in, having a shot, but not a good shot by any means. And Karo passing to Javi Simons, and Simons passing it back to Karo, and Karo now bombing down the left flank, and Karo trying to cut in, but getting stopped in his tracks by Joao Mario. And unfortunately for us, this match will end 1-1. And we find ourselves drawing against Portugal and returning to the Eredivisie. We find ourselves in first place after 9 matches played on 19 points. And heading into match week 10, we find ourselves facing off against Ajax, yet another team at the top of the table. And of course, Ajax is one of the greatest, most historic teams in European football, in world football. And Denis Karo has a chance to make a name for himself on the big stage against one of the biggest teams in football history. And here's Karo on the ball, passing it to Rats, who finds Van Roy, who finds Karo. And Karo now cutting in towards goal. And Karo with a little shimmy, but getting stopped by Rugani. And Goots passing to Rugani, who finds Bas. And Manseverk passing to Van den Bomen. And Gaye passing to Traore. And Gaye on the ball once again. Gaye still on the ball, threading it through, and Weghorst is there to put it into the back of the net. Weghorst, Wout Weghorst, putting the ball into the back of the net. A trusted gunman by one Louis van Gaal. And we find ourselves trailing 1-0 against Ajax in the Johan Cruyff Arena. And here's Karo trying to make something with the ball. And Kuipers passing to Karo. Karo still on the ball, cutting through the defense, having a shot, but Ramai is there with the save. And Bas on the ball now. Passing the ball to Goots, who gets stopped by Van Roy. And Goots on the ball now. Passing to Bas. And Weghorst heading the ball back to Manseverk. And Van den Bomen passing it to Weghorst, who gets stopped by Karo. And Karo passing the ball to Rats, who passes to Van Wolfswinkel. And Van Wolfswinkel on the ball now. Passing to Van Roy, who hoofs it up to Karo, and Karo still on the ball. Passing it to Sadilek, who buries it into the back of the net. And we find ourselves level 1-1 with Ajax in the 20th minute of this match. And that lead from Ajax did not last very long. And Weghorst with a thunderous header just wide of the post. And this first half will end 1-1. And Denis Karo looking awfully disappointed in himself, because I know for a fact that I could be playing much better. And I'll tell you what, sometimes my team just needs to step up, because I feel like I'm the only one putting a shift in sometimes. It feels like if I'm not the one scoring or assisting, then we ain't really doing shit. But anyways, that's just me venting to you. And here's Van den Bomen on the ball now. Passing it to Henderson. And Henderson passing the ball to Goots. And Goots with a decent shot. Not really a decent shot at all. I'm just trying to patronize the guy. And here's Karo now. Passing the ball to Rats. And Rats passing to Van Wolfswinkel, who finds Denis Karo. And Karo now making a run towards goal. And Karo down the right flank he goes. And Karo still through on goal. And Karo cutting in, having a shot. But Rugani is there to block the shot. And Karo's getting ready to swing this corner in. And Karo with an in-swinging corner. And Vlop with a fantastic header. Barely saved by Ramai. And here's Karo with another corner. And Van Wolfswinkel with a shot. But Rugani there to make the block along with the keeper. And Denis Karo now dribbling towards goal. And Karo with a ball roll and fantastic skill move. Karo with more skills and a left-footed shot, but Ramai with a fantastic save. And Vlad passing the ball to Karo, and Karo still on the ball. And this time on his right foot, having a shot just wide of the post it goes. The footballing gods do not want Denis Karo to go rampant on the goal scoring, I can tell you that much. And here's Karo now, passing to Rats. And Rats cutting in and passing to Karo, who passes to Van Roy. And Van Roy on the ball, passing to Eiting. And Eiting passing to Karo, who passes to Rats. And Rats back to Karo. And Karo sending his defender to hell. And Karo still through on goal, cutting in, Karo cutting back out, having a shot, but blocked by both defenders. And Rugani passing to Henderson. And Ajax is in absolute panic mode right now, because they can feel the pressure from Denis Karo and FC25. And Manzerwerk passing to Van den Boomen. And Van den Boomen threading the ball through to Weghorst. And Weghorst on the ball. And Karo running back and joining in on defense. And Van den Boomen passing to Henderson, who passes it back to Van den Boomen, who finds Manzerwerk, who finds Henderson. And Bas on the ball. And Akpam passing to Van den Boomen. And Traore threading the ball through to Weghorst. And Weghorst on the ball. Weghorst in the box. Passing to Traore. And Traore dribbling through. Jordan Henderson with a shot. And Sadilek is there to pass to Karo. And Karo will see the end of this match. And this match will end 1-1. A point for all, a draw for all. Back-to-back draws in today's episode. And with that poor run of form, we find ourselves in third place on 20 points. 1 point behind both PSV in second place and Feyenoord, who remain in first place. And that is where we'll end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy. This has been Dennis from Clowning While Gaming, and I will see you next time. Peace!